Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and another video. A bit different this time. Normally when I show you a camera from my collection, I've already done some research on it, probably used it, at least done some testing and whatever else. This time, however, this one is brand new to me, and I know probably about as much as you do, and I like to discover it with you on this video. So this is the Cosmic 35 from Lomo. So let's take a look. So here we go, Cosmic 35. I do know a little bit about this camera, just purely from you know, being in sort of camera collecting circles, but not an awful lot. I wasn't actually expecting to buy it. It came with another one that I was after, and I was happy to pay the price for the two of them. But now I've got it, I actually quite like it. It's quite a nice looking camera. So let me first of all explain what I do know. I do know that it's made by Lomo, who you may remember from a previous video of mine featuring the Lubitel. I shall leave a link up here. So yeah, same company. So it's a Soviet era camera from the early 1960s. I know that not only is it called the Cosmic 35, but like many cameras, it's known as other things in other countries. So this one you might know better as the Smena 8, as it was also called, and I think it was the Global 35 it was also called in some places, but that's about all I know. So as I said to you, I'm going to discover this along with you. Anything that I do find out after I've edited this video, I'll add captions for, just so that we don't miss anything. But yeah, let's have a look. Okay, so it appears to be a viewfinder camera. There's no rangefinder option when I look through here. We've got a wind-back spool, we've got a cold shoe, and here we have what looks like both a reminder of the film speed that you've put in the camera, and also a frame count by the look of it. So the film speed, probably, seeing as it's fairly simple, I'm thinking this is just a reminder. It doesn't have any bearing on the camera at all, that you just put in. Looks like the fastest speed of film that it recognizes is 200 ASA, which is not an awful lot, but hey ho. So yeah, frame count, which I'm assuming does count on automatically, but we'll come back to that. We've got a screw here, and we've got a shutter release, which doesn't appear to do anything yet, but I think I know why already. We've got the wind on lever. Now knob in this case. I have actually wound this on, and it just seems to go on forever, which is okay, but I'm just wondering how you know which part of the film you're on. Anyway, yeah, I'm sure there's more to that. Okay, so yeah, it looks like we can change this film speed here. I'm guessing the little red dot there is to remind you of which film. So let's set it to 200. So does that turn? Yeah, okay, so this turns the frame count. So I'm guessing you need to set it to 0 when you start, but let's hope it actually does move on when we start taking pictures, but we'll come back to it anyway. Let's have a look inside. I'm guessing it's a 35mm by its size, but this obviously opens the back. Yeah, okay, so it is 35mm. So we have a spool here that's removable. It's a good job that's there. That I'd be a bit stuck without it, so make sure if you're purchasing one of these that it does have one of these in there. So obviously we insert our film. I'm guessing the knob here pulls up. Yes, it does. Insert our film here. We'll drag that across and obviously feed it into the slot. And this, okay, so I'm thinking this is probably the thing that actually stops it, because that just winds and winds and winds because there's no film in there. I'm guessing this little cog here Yes, okay, that does lock. So I'm thinking when there's a film in it, it will stop in position so we know where we're taking a shot from. That's a relief. Yeah, okay, so there's a shutter there. If we just flip it over a moment, oh, hang on, it's going to fall out, just drop it there. So we have our lens here. This appears to be f4 lens. I'll have to find out what focal length it is, but it's their f4 lens. T43, I've come across that before. I think it's a three-piece lens, but anyway, we have what appears to be our aperture ring inside there, which is a little odd, but it is there. So I don't know whether you can make out. We've got a little marker, and obviously we've got f4 to f16. There's some other numbers this side. I've got a inkling I know what those are for, but I'm gonna check it out. But yeah, so there's our aperture adjustment. This presumably is our focus, and on top, so the focus goes from 3 feet round to infinity. And then here we have our shutter speed. So we're currently on 250th of a second, and it looks like it goes down to 1/15th, and then bulb. So that's pretty good. And then this is our shutter cocking mechanism, which I've come across on a few other of my older cameras. You can't take a shot until we pull that down. So I'm thinking now, oops, I had my finger over it, that wasn't good. But yeah, so that obviously does fire the camera, and indeed, yeah, now you can actually wind on the next part. So that's good. I'm glad about that. I was worried that I'd have to actually, you know, count how far we got the film on or something like that, but no, it does lock in position. However, it appears I don't have to wind on, so it looks like we can do double exposures if we want. Let's just fire that again properly without my finger being in the way. Yeah, that works pretty well. I could now then take another shot. I could, without winding on, I could cock that and take another shot, and yeah, do double exposures. So I'll have to remember to wind it on, unless of course I'm trying to do double exposures. We've got a bulb here as well. Let's just try that. So go over to bulb mode, and again cock it and hold it open. There we go. So that looks to work. I've got it on a wide aperture at the moment. Let's just release it and try changing the aperture. Oops. Down to, oops, f16. That's a bit fiddly. F16. So let's try that still on bulb. Yeah. So we've got a much smaller aperture now. Excellent. Okay. What else have we got? So we've got a receptacle for flash here, like it's a cold shoe flash, but obviously we can plug it in here for synchronization. We also have, I'm guessing this is a self timer. So if I pull that over and let's set it back to, I don't know, a 60th of a second. There we go. Have I got to press and hold it? Oh, I didn't cock it, did I? That's why. Ah, dear. Okay, the shutter stayed open for some reason. Let's try that again. I think it might need a bit of lubrication. Yeah. Okay, I'll have a play around with that, but that's obviously self-timer there. Okay, so let's put the back on. And I think that's the slot in there first. There we go. Okay, so it looks a bit simple. It looks like to me that this could be rather a nice camera, but it does look like it might need a little bit of TLC. It is plastic. It's not Bakelite, but it is quite a solid plastic. But I have to say, it's quite nice. It's sort of not heavy, but it feels solid. Apart from needing a little work, it seems to be in good condition. No major scratches or anything like that. I've got a tripod mount here as well, I think this could be yeah, a rather nice camera to use. So I'm going to put some, I've got some spare 35mm film. What I tend to do with new cameras I've never tried before is to use you know, the cheapest film I can find. So let me grab some. So thanks to the wonderful people at Analog Wonderland, I have got some Kodak Color Plus here, which is, you know, probably one of the cheapest 35mm films on the market at the moment. Cost me less than £4. It's 36 exposure, and it's 200 ASA, which is the fastest this will remind me of anyway. But yeah, let's give this a go and put it in. Okay, so I've got the back off. Let's just slot that, lift the lever. Cool, and then we'll just drag this across. Perfect. Yeah. Okay. Pull that across until it stops then. Oops. Two. Okay. Okay, that's in there. I've got it set to 0. I think we're good to go. Yeah, I'll post the results on my website if any come out. But fingers crossed. Yeah, we'll get some images from it. Like I said to you, I'll put some captions over this film, but one thing I had to quickly check, I couldn't see a way of actually winding this back onto the wind-on spool, because obviously it's attached to that sprocket that locks itself, but apparently we can press the shutter button and twist it. It's now locked down, and apparently that means that it's released, and I can then wind it back. I'm not going to do it yet, obviously, but so that was yeah, I had to quickly Google that, because that would have confused me for a while, I think. So let me just make sure it's popped up again, and we're good to go. So there we go, the Lomo Smena 8, Cosmic 35, whatever you want to call it. As you can see, until I research a camera or get used to it, I've got exactly the same sort of queries that most people have. But yeah, with any luck, I can get some images from it, and like I say, I'll post them to my website as soon as they're ready. Thank you very much again for watching. Really do appreciate it. Any likes, subscribes, that sort of thing. I'm most grateful for all of you. I've not got over the fact yet that people still like to see the videos that I make, because ostensibly I'm making them for myself, so it really is appreciated. Other than that, I'll see you next time. Cheers.